gasoline to go into the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay, but as far as the monthly payments to the bank or the lender, you didn't pay for that, and the insurance you never paid for that. Mom did that. I'm just trying to get clarification as the car for the car.
She paid for majority of the costs.
The majority it's just for things like the gas she didn't pay for. You probably paid for the
Yeah.
car to get washed and stuff like that. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I paid for like those minimal things, but I mean, she's my mother. She should be responsible for those
Okay.
payments, should she not be?
All right, we're gonna get back to that. Now let's get back to the part where the stuff in this room, in the house, it was her room, and it was the property that she like. I'm assuming what we're talking about here: clothes,
Nightstands,
shoes,
yeah, the bed frame, the mattress, the shoes,
the
clothes,
furniture.
everything that I packed up neatly after she told me she was moving out.
Okay.
Packed it up for her, set it up in boxes, stored it for her, called her multiple times, texted her, left voicemails multiple times. Honey, come get your stuff. I have it all packed. Honey, I'm moving it out of the room. I need this room for my home office. I got a new job, Your Honor. I needed that room.
Why didn't you go and get your stuff?
She only called me 5 times.
Okay,
It wasn't an emergency.
How many
I-
texts did I send you?
But she's saying that she made contact with you to come get your stuff. Why didn't you come and get your stuff, ma'am?
Your Honor, I have a lot going on. You know, I just moved in with my boyfriend. You know, I have my job. You know, I work at Saks Fifth Avenue. You know, I'm a cashier there.
Do retail.
Yeah, you know, like, and I'm in college. Like, I have a lot of things going on. However, though, my life has been very stressful, being at the fact that she sold my car, and my father ended up not even getting me my vehicle. So now, you know how much Uber is and Lyft? It's expensive.
I do understand. I understand that, and that's why you're suing your mom for $50,000.
Yes.
Okay. What other things occurred, Mom?
Well, the car was, we had an agreement. As long as she lived under my roof and abided by my rules and helped with her little brother and little sister, the car was hers to use for school, for going out with her friends, whatever, seeing her boyfriend, her deadbeat boyfriend.
You're lying.
No, we're not going to throw insults at people. Not in this courtroom. But continue.
I apologize, Your Honor. You're right.
No, she doesn't.
And it was hers to use, and we had that agreement. It was never put in writing. She, for some reason, thinks that I gifted her this car, which I never did. It was always under my name. It's always my car. So, of course, I had to go and sell it because I do have, as I mentioned, 2 other kids that are not of legal age to drive yet at my home. I'm a single mother. I have a single mother's salary, and I have to provide for these other children.
Your middle child, how old is that child?
13.
13. So in 3 years, that child would be legally old enough to drive a car on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're suing for $50,000 for damages and emotional distress. Can you describe the emotional distress that you're going through or experience since you've
Of
moved
course,
out?
Your Honor. I just want to make this blatantly clear. The only reason why she sold my things was because she doesn't like my boyfriend.
Okay.
She just doesn't like him for whatever reason, whatever cuckoo message she
She
cocked
thinks he's
up
a bum.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
And my boyfriend has a job. He works as a bartender. He
Okay.
makes really good money on tips. And she just doesn't like him for whatever reason. I don't know. She's crazy.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But that's the emotional distress that I'm going through. She doesn't like my boyfriend. Then now on top of that, I have to pay money for Lyfts and Ubers to get to school.
Well, let me ask you this question, ma'am. Ms. Diaz, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22 years old?
Yes.
Okay. All right. By the definition of the state, you are an adult, correct? And I'm assuming you would call yourself an adult. I want you to understand where I'm going to go with this. Let's start with the motor vehicle, because that seems to be the biggest concern that you have.
Mm-hmm.
By law, okay, the person whose name is on the registration is the owner of the vehicle.
But I'm driving it.
I understand that, but the law doesn't recognize that. The law recognizes that the name that's on the registration is the owner of the vehicle, and they can do whatever they want with that particular vehicle. They can let you use it. They can let you, they can charge you whatever whatever name is on that